The Prowler Utility variant has sort of arrived on 4.2 PTU alongside Alien Week 2025. And what would a new ship be without some bugs? For full disclosure, this ship was provided to me by CIG for the purposes of a giveaway, and I'll go over the details for that shortly. But if this is your first Issue Hunter episode, this is a series where I go over a Star Citizen vehicle from top to bottom to uncover all of the bugs and workarounds that I can and help highlight Issue Council reports. So let's take a look at the variant that no one saw coming, the Esperia Prowler Utility. Starting today, before we even hoik the Prowler Utility up on the elevator, when you load it up in the VLM in your Mobiglass, you'll notice the cargo hatch sound effects play. The ship entry labels like to play hide and seek. If you look at them directly, they get a little bit shy, but adjust your camera just off target and they'll appear again. This can sometimes seem to be the same for action prompts, but that's more to do with the distance priority fighting for which one is going to be activated. The new rack next to the jump seat, specifically designed to secure small cargo boxes like the Storall 1/8 SCU or the Atls resource pod, doesn't secure them. There's no microgrid, so you can snap with a tractor, and there's no place interaction. So even when you're in SCM flight, you risk sending them flying. To work around this, much like the small box problems are covered with the MTC, the internal storage lockers can be used instead. Each of the overhead lockers can store one box. When you're in either the dorsal gun turret or the tractor turret, you'll notice that you can see your projected MFD casts showing through the hull. This works in both the pilot and co-pilot seat. And whilst you're turreting, the tractor visually works for whoever is in control. But to any onlooker, only the beam moves around. The turret itself stays firmly in place. And another little oddity for crewed flight: when there's a co-pilot, they take control of the remote turret, leaving the pilot with the fixed weapons. And now, when the pilot fires, the ammo count on the co-pilot's MFD will be for the pilot's guns. When the co-pilot fires again, the count will then return to the correct count for their guns. And when you have a seated co-pilot, the pilot loses their targeting pip for the two size 4s that they retain control of. If the pilot flicks between advanced camera and first person, the pip is shown in the last place that it should have been in that moment. Not so much of a workaround, just an observation that I'll include in my Issue Council contribution for CIG to know about. When you enter precision mode in the pilot seat only, you'll notice these two black lines appear in the top half. Probably part of the canopy that should be invisible like everything else, but still, once you notice it, it's rather annoying. And speaking of annoying, an ongoing trend with cargo grids is present with the Prowler Utility. The outer row of the cargo grid, when filled with 1 SCU boxes, jams them so tight that you're unable to remove any of them. The workaround to this is to popcorn the boxes using your tractor. Rapidly connect and disconnect to 2 or 3 boxes in quick succession, and they will jiggle free or just drop out if you're lucky. Something that appears to be all too common with recent ship deliveries is that you can't restock countermeasures. However, to work around this, if you're running the stock loadout with ballistic weapons, fire them until they reload, and then when you restock the ammo for those, you get free countermeasures. If you're planning on taking a pair of Atls units on a journey, you'll notice the port side attach point for them is too close to the hull, which results in it clipping with the walkway railing. And the Atls clipping doesn't end there. If you're a curious investigator, you'll see you can still enter your exosuit. However, be prepared for a rapid, potentially volatile exit upwards. Yes, rather than physics jank down, the Atls goes up into the roof of the Prowler Utility, and the Geo can obviously jump away, but you'll need a tractor to free the base Atls. Even though the pilot loses tractor turret functionality when there's a co-pilot, if you switch the ship into salvage mode, the pilot can pretend they have a Prowler SRV, as it makes tractor control return to the pilot. As a lot of these are polish bugs or require someone else to be present, they might suffer from lack of reproductions. So please do add your contributions to the reports. All are linked in the pinned comment and the description. Not much in the way of technical problems with the Prowler Utility, although there are many conversations about the price point, why it's even here, and where Raylan. I'm interested to hear your thoughts, and if you want to take the Prowler Utility with Luminary paint and lifetime insurance off of my hands, completely gratis, I'm running a screenshot contest with the theme of First Contact in my brand new Discord server. The contest opens today and closes on Monday the 23rd of June 2025 at 0800 UTC. For full rules and to enter, head to my Discord server. Link is at the top of the pinned comment and in the description. And of course, feel free to hang around for testing coordination, workarounds, and a whole lot more down the line. Until the next one, fellow citizens, fly safe and beware the bugs.